Welcome back, guys, to another reaction video to NBA 2K26 MyPlayer Builder reveal. I think they started their live around 20 minutes ago. I missed a little bit of it, but let's get straight into it because I had problems with my OBS and everything. So let's get straight into it.
That pins it so that they can make the other adjustments without
What? 55 overall?
by badges. We always got like, you
what?
Make one little attribute go down by one attribute point, you lose the badge you need, then you go all the way back up. But then when you did that, some of the other attributes that were connected to it went down with it, and you had to kind of adjust and fix everything.
What is this shit?
Just keeps things locked in, so that is really a huge quality of life feature. So if you are somebody who already does this, hopefully this is a nice feature for you. But if you're somebody newer to the game and you just now realized that you should probably be maximizing the badges you get on your MyPlayer, this feature is going to help you out and educate you at the same time. So hopefully you guys like this.
That's crazy too. That one right there for me, another like I said, quality of life change, is being able to lock that in, making a build, like especially if you're making a specialist build, you know what I'm saying, and you're just building, making something specifically for those badges. That'll make that a lot easier as well. Next up, we kind of talked about this during the roadmap stream, so we don't got to spend too much time on it, but it is the body types.
Yeah, so we did talk about this, but back then we didn't have a screenshot, and now we do have a screenshot that we can show. So you can see here that when you are deciding your build's position and your body measurements, that there is a new body type potential preview on the right side. See a little box with the player in it? That is a visual preview that you can use the right stick to kind of scroll through, and you're going to see the different body types your build can eventually unlock by doing workouts in the Gatorade gym. What we mentioned a while back is this is just a really nice quality of life feature. You no longer have to make a build, go to the Gatorade gym, find out the build doesn't get the body type you want, back all the way back out to the main menu to the builder, do it again, do a new build, check the Gatorade gym again, and rinse and repeat. It did take a long time. So this is going to skip all that for you, and now right in the builder, you can see that, if you want a swole build or if you want a skinny body type, you can see that.
That's kind of nice. That is kind of nice.
That kind of makes your builder experience just a little bit better.
Yeah, I was looking at the build on the screen too. That build is a lot. Anyway, moving forward, we got build templates. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, so this part, if you guys saw a little snippet of it in the video, this probably looked familiar to many of you. So our build templates are returning. These are the grab and go options that get you a solid build that you can use right away if you want. So especially if you're newer to the game, but also if you just don't want to spend time coming up with your own build, these are really helpful. So we can take a quick second and go over the three options. But NBA templates, those are, as the name suggests, those are for you to play like your favorite NBA player. So if you use those templates as is, you will get all the animations of whichever player that build is modeled after. And this year, each season, the dev team is going to add a new set of these NBA templates that have a theme. And for the first season, right at launch, the first theme of the year is going to be a collection of players who have been named All-Stars more than once. So it's going to be many names that you recognize. Then in the middle, we have Pro Tune builds. Those are built by the pros. And what that means is they are built by our dev team. They were built by our experts over there at Visual Concepts. They are going to let you pick a position and a play style. And then it gives you a list of builds that match your preference, and you can pick the one that's good for you. Then you can see there in the upper right corner that starting in Season 2, we are going to have community builds again. These are templates submitted by build makers from around the community. So they are focused on builds that are unique or competitive or perhaps both. And this has always been my favorite. I have been very open on past streams that I am somebody who watches a bunch of videos from our experts in the community, and I end up copying one of their builds. Right? I might make a little tweak here and there, but I end up copying somebody's build that I saw their video of. So ever since we've added these community builds, I use them every single year. And one cool note about these is that we are working on an official submission process for these. So that if you are a community member, you love making builds, you make content on them, we are going to try to make a process for you to submit your build for consideration. Because
now, when I saw I saw the thing that said 54 overall. Is that a thing? I don't want to start as a 54.
You can get involved in community build templates yourself as well. What's next?
I might be mistaken.
Builder paths.
Yo, man, this chat is crazy, man. But yep, here we go. Community builds. That's a huge one for the community too, because I remember I'm just speaking to people about how they submit a build for the community build. So that's pretty fire, man. I know we got a lot of probably lesser known amazing build creators in the community, so it's gonna be good for those people to get an opportunity to be showcase their build inside the game. So next up,
Exactly.
we also have height balancing. Talking about height balancing, Evan. What does that mean? I have a little
Well,
bit
there's a
deeper.
couple things here. And the first one, I don't think was in the video. I don't think I remember hearing it. But the max height for my players is now going to be 7'4". For those of you who felt
What the fudge?
short and tall, the dev team really spent a lot of effort. making sure that
7
no matter
foot
what height
4?
you are, you can make a build that is effective. So if you want to make a really short
7?
build or a really tall build, you can. That is totally your preference. But we
Maximum
want to
height
make sure
for
that
builds,
whether you are
7
short, tall,
foot
or
4.
medium-sized, it is a balanced experience so that there is more build diversity, which is a big goal, of course, of the MyPlayer Builder.
Okay, perfect.
That's
Yep,
awesome.
I think overall that's something people wanted too. A little bit more build diversity and not kind of just running into the same type of builds all over the place in any game mode that they play. So that's pretty cool as well. Moving on, we
7'4".
got the
What you guys
scouting
think about
report.
this?
Now, this is something I saw a little bit in that video that I kind of want to know a little bit more about as well.
7'4". What you guys think about that? I'm gonna make a big man, and then first I'm gonna make a point guard. Then I'm gonna make a big man.
So on the left side, you have stuff you're familiar with. You see your shades of NBA comparisons and your archetype name. And also, by the way, while we're here, a little side note on archetype names. I don't know if you heard Tyrese mention it in the video, but there are roughly 10 times the number of build names compared to last year. So there will be plenty of new unique names that you'll be able to see. I saw Zach on X, on Twitter, asking the community for names as well. There are going to be plenty of new unique names for your build. But anyways, back to the scouting report. On the right side, you are going to see your best badges and attributes, and then a new section at the bottom that coaches you on your strengths and weaknesses. So let's say you made a point guard, but for some reason, you decided not to upgrade your pass accuracy. Those of you who have played with point guards with no pass accuracy know that may not be the best point guard to have as your teammate. So the weaknesses section is going to call out that you lack passing vision. Like for example, for this build, you might
Why would you make a point guard without passing accuracy? That's just stupid. That's honestly just stupid, in my opinion.
something else. But this way, you cannot say you weren't warned. And especially if you are newer to the builder and you are just experimenting, this scouting report kind of helps educate you on the builds as you start to understand the roles that each.
I'm probably thinking like a Luka Doncic build, and then I'll edit it more.
Really about educating you
I don't know.
on the build you've made.
I want to
and
make
giving
a
you more
6'7"
information
point
than
guard
we have
first.
in the past on this final page of the builder.
Okay, perfect. I think there's a lot of people that kind of need that, man. I've been seeing some bad builds out here for a few years, so having a little bit more information on what your build can and can't do. I know somebody right now, I ain't gonna say no name, that's where they build can do everything, so we definitely need that right there. Let's move it forward, man. You made a great build, you did your thing inside of there. Now let's talk about badge perks. What do we got there?
Yeah, so now we are getting into the second theme of the builder that we talked about a few weeks back, and that is how you can keep improving your build after you've done making it. So everything from now on is talking about after the builder process. And the way that worked in NBA 2K25 got a lot of positive feedback. So in 2K26, you are going to see a lot of what you love return, but also more on top of it. So for badge perks, the first one to talk about is Max Plus 2s. Because as most of you know and probably remember, Max Plus 1s, they boost one of your badges, one tier, even beyond. Just like the name sounds, Max Plus 2s do the same thing, except 2 tiers higher. So if you have a badge that maxes out at gold and you can insert it into a Max Plus 2 slot, that is going to boost that badge all the way to legend. Then we have badge perks that activate in specific game situations. So Takeover Surge is a perk that boost badges 1 tier beyond their max potential.
Wait, I thought they fired Stacks.
Build all the way to level 5. Then Hot Start, that one specifically activates during the early portions of game. So you're going to come out of the gates with one of your badges, or 2 if you have both slots unlocked, one of your badges temporarily boosted 1 tier higher. Then the last one is Clutch Gene. And if you put badges in these slots, they will be boosted 1 tier during high pressure situations. So in the park, high pressure situation means like late game situations down the stretch. But if you're playing like full games, that's going to be the end of the 4th quarter, and overtime, that's going to be when this Clutch Gene kicks in. So these are various badge perks that you're going to be able to earn from seasonal rewards and other places that take your badges quite literally to the next level, or I guess in the Max Plus 2's case, 2 levels higher. Not just 1, but 2 levels higher, from gold all the way to legend, or whatever your max is, add 2 on top of that. So I think these are really cool for your badges this year, Stacks.
Perfect. Yeah, I mean, last year, Max Plus 1, the way I made my build, that was kind of like, I almost came to a point to where I felt like I needed it. Now having Max Plus 2, definitely going to change the game for my build personally, once I be able to make that, figure out what that is, and then for a bunch of people as well. I know we got a lot of build specialists in the community that's going to know how to take advantage of these type of badge perks right there. So I'm excited to see what the community is able to do with those. Moving forward, next up, we got Takeover Progression. Takeover Progression, Evan. What do we got here?
I don't think this was in the video at all. So many of you probably asking, how does Takeover work? Well, the core of the system is just like last year, right? There's 5 levels. It's automatic. You don't have to activate Takeover, and you get stronger and stronger attribute boosts as you go up to 5 levels. Then at the end, you get a Takeover ability. We talked about that a couple weeks ago about how that system was going to return. We got a lot of positive feedback on that. So I'm sure that sounds familiar. But this year, as you continue to fill your Takeover meter over multiple games, you are going to unlock over 40 Takeover related rewards. And some of these rewards are going to be Takeover token. And you can see in this screenshot on the right side that this person has 39 available tokens. And these Takeover tokens are how you unlock new Takeovers this year. So in total, there are 44 Takeovers and 11 Takeover abilities. So that is much more consolidated compared to 2K25. So it's consolidated so that each Takeover is more impactful based on feedback from the community that last year there may have been too many Takeovers. So once you unlock a new Takeover this year, you instantly get access to the full 5 levels. You do not have to keep hitting level 3 to unlock level 4 to unlock level 5. Once you use your Takeover tokens and unlock a Takeover, you get access.
That's awesome. That's actually awesome, because I hated on 2K25 where you had to unlock a Takeover by literally level 5. You had to play a bunch of games. You had to play the dunes. You had to play all this. You had to play all that to just get to that 15 game played just to unlock level 4. And then you have to go 15 again to unlock level 5. To unlock level 5. That's stupid. I'm glad they took that away, and I'm glad they're bringing this back. I'm so glad they're bringing this.
It's live. We live right now.
Yes.
2, gotta admit, Evan, I already looked. I was already looking over this stuff, man. I'm a guess. I'm a still guess though. Is it maybe custom takeovers? Are we getting custom takeovers, Evan?
That's a great guess, Stacks.
What?
Stacks couldn't help himself. Here's
Custom takeovers.
Yes, the final reward is custom takeover, and this has been something that I've seen requested often, and the dev team was able to make it happen this year. So after you unlock this final reward, we're going to show you the custom takeover menu, and here's what it looks like. It is going to allow you to design your own takeover from scratch. You can pick up to 3 attributes that you want to target.
Oh,
in this example,
my
this person decided
gosh.
to target speed with ball, 3-point shot, and close shot. It is really up to you. And then after that, you can pick from any takeover ability that your build is qualified to use and pair it with those attribute boosts. So in this case, this person picked lethal layup. And there are a crazy amount of possibilities here. You really can pick what is going to work best for your build and your play style. And this is a huge way to kind of improve upon your build during the year. And one of the ways that we were talking about or hinting at a couple weeks back. Stacks, I'm very excited for custom takeover. I'm going to try to earn that as quickly as possible. And I think many people are going to be as well.
Yeah, I think that's a huge W. Custom takeovers, man. I remember last year, I wanted a specific takeover, but I couldn't get it for my builds, and being able to now have it custom. Yo, like I said, man, all of the build creators and people that spend a lot of time in the builder are going to be making some crazy stuff. I'm already knowing right now, so y'all better be locked in with your favorite build creators, because I already know like it's going to be some insane stuff, because they're going to be able to take all of these new features and think about those things while making the build and knowing what to upgrade and knowing what not to upgrade, because they could get this on the other.
NBA 2K26 MyPlayer reveal. Let me know what you guys think. If you did enjoy it, drop it a like, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.